Well, good morning. Welcome to what I hope is going to become a monthly situation to where we have coffee together one morning and I bring you up to date what's going on in our shop, what we've accomplished. And this is our first one, so welcome. I'm glad you joined us this morning. First of all, I appreciate all the support. We've had a good first 6 weeks. We just kicked our channel off not long ago. We put out 6, 7, 8, 9 videos, had good response, over 2,000 views. Thank you, appreciate it. Working on subscribers and those that have subscribed, thank you, very, very much appreciated. We've had videos on a pen making series. We've had video on making a round wall clock. We made a pine pen box. If you missed those, I invite you to check the links below and you can go to them. Before we get into what's going to be going on in our shop for the next month or so, I want to do a couple of shout outs to some guys that have really been helpful for me in starting off my channel. First of all is Bob over at RJB Wood Turners, and he sent me one of his stickers, and it'll go on my sticker board. It'll be the first one to go up on my sticker board. If you haven't seen Bob's channel, you ought to go over there. It's RJB Wood Turners. I'll put a link at the bottom. It's got some good videos on pen making and some other things. He showed you how to fix a DeWalt scroll saw and several things. Secondly, Steve Carmichael over at the Carmichael Workshop. He made me one of those real cool LED signs of his that says LL Woodworks. I'll show it in an upcoming video. Got his sticker as well. It'll be the second one to go up on my sticker board. And then last but not least is Shane over at Shane's Hobby Shop. He, if you're not familiar with Shane's site, every Saturday he does a Saturday morning shout out where he focuses on a particular YouTube channel and promotes it. I was lucky that last week I was the target of his focus. And if you missed that, I'll put a link at the bottom. But go over to Shane's Hobby Shop, his YouTube channel. Check out what he had to say about Lynn Lacey and LL Woodworks. I appreciate that. And his is the third sticker that goes up on my board. So we welcome all these stickers. They're a going thing on YouTube, especially in the woodworking community, and we're part of it. So thank you very much. Now, what's coming up in our shop for the next month? I've got some notes here, so if you see me look down. By the way, we are having coffee this morning, right? Yeah. What's coming up? In the next few weeks, we're going to have, I say next few weeks, next few months, the rest of this spring, late spring, maybe into early summer. We're going to do a couple of outside projects. There's going to be a garden bench of some kind. Got an idea, haven't laid out things yet. And I'm also going to do a patio chair, be kind of unique. That one may stretch on into the summer, but eventually we'll get it finished. It's pretty complex, so if I don't give up on it. And that's about it for outdoor projects. But shop projects are numerous. I'm pressed for space in my wood shop, and I guess most of you probably are, especially in my small shop. I'm fortunate. I've got 2 work areas. A larger area where I make large items, and then in the hot summer months when it's in this Texas heat, and in the colder summer months, I've got a small shop that is climate controlled, and that's where I do a lot of my pen making, toy making, and other small projects. But some of the things that we've got coming up because of my space problems, I'm going to incorporate some kind of folding workbench, not sure yet. A swing out tool stand of some kind where it lays up against the wall when it's not being used, and then I can swing it out, put something on there like a grinder maybe, or a disc sander, something along that line. I've got a folding router table that sits on the end of a table saw extension wing. It doesn't sit there all the time. I don't like cutting a hole in my table saw and putting a router in that. But when I need a router in my big shop, I like to have that. So we've got a folding router table there. In my small shop, I've got a dedicated router table, but I don't have room for that and the need for 2 of those. And also, there was some interest shown. I got some emails and text in one of my last videos about making thin strips, 3 different ways. If you missed that, you can go back and see it. I'll put a link in the bottom as well. But I used a segmenting sled, and I've got some requests about information on that segmenting sled. And I'm going to have to build another one because I just recently got rid of my DeWalt table saw that I use in my small shop, and I replaced it with a Porter Cable table saw. I'm going to have to remake that sled. I'm going to try my hand at making a mallet, wooden mallet. I've seen several people do these. Lynn over at Darvin Orber's channel, she makes them, and there's a video there. Jay Bates recently made some. I like the fact of having one to chisel out things and things of that nature. So we're going to be making one of those in the near future. I've got a closet storage solution. As a matter of fact, that's going to be the next big project. We'll probably start on that this weekend. It is, I think you'll like it. It's not my original design. I got the design somewhere on the internet. I don't remember where I got it, but it's not my design, but I think that it may be something that some of you haven't seen. And then also, you know that I like to do segmented pen blanks. Now, obviously, pen making is not my only source of woodworking, but it's something that I really like to do. I like to add that artistic touch to pen making, and segmenting lets me do that. And there's 3 different types of segmenting that we're going to be doing here in the coming months. The first is going to be just a simple 45-degree segment. It's simple, but it can be complex. It depends. And the second is going to be what is called a scalloped pen blank. And you'll know why it's called that when you see it. And then later on, we're going to do something that I call a V-segmented pen blank. That'll be obvious as well. That one's pretty complex. Involves multiple cuts, multiple glue-ups, but it really comes out beautiful when it's done right. So that's kind of it on what's coming up. I'm glad you joined us for coffee for the first time here. We'll try to do this on about a monthly basis. Hopefully you can join me. Again, I appreciate the support. You can find me on Instagram at ll_woodworks. My website is ll-woodworks.net, and then on Facebook at LL Woodworks. You can find me on all those places. And if you need to send me a message or something, there's plenty of ways to catch me. I'm glad you tuned in, and that gives us a lot to look forward to in the next several months. That's a pretty long project list, isn't it? So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and until next week's video, work safe and have a great day.